Okay, Sanam. So this morning, or whatever time it is for you today, we're going to do this set that will end with this mantra. The mantra is Haraguru, Siddhiguru, Waheguru, Haraguru, Siddhiguru, Waheguru. And we'll be chanting that and we'll be bowing as we're doing it. We'll be coming down. And all of these practices, you can just do them physically. You don't have to do anything, just do them physically and you're going to receive the physical, benefits of them. But there's also another level to our practice where we can really put intention, we can really put meaning behind the movements. And obviously every time we're bowing is an opportunity for us to take our ego, to take our brains, to take our minds and kind of put it in service to the rest of ourselves. When I say the rest of ourselves, I mean the expansive part of ourselves, the godly part of ourselves, our hearts, our the part of us that is not just our limited perception of ourselves. And that's really the spiritual work of our lives, is how do we not just get stuck in our ego, not just get stuck in our finite experience of self. This is me, and then there's everything else. This is me, and there's everything else. I mean, that's basically the root of like most problems, right? It's the problem. Any victim, perpetrator stuff is that's the root of that problem. Any kind of suffering, personal suffering, anxiety, depression, cold depression, all of that comes from this kind of being locked in your own limiting beliefs, your own limited self. And at the root of all spirituality too is opening up to something more than just that ego, opening up to the fact that something created that ego, something allowed that ego to manifest. And how can we be in deeper connection with whatever that is? And religions give it, all different kinds of names. God, Krishna, Muhammad. There's many different names, and there's many different ways we can kind of imagine this energy. But the basics of a spiritual path are taking that ego and learning to work with whatever is beyond it. And those are other people. Those are, that's the energy. And that's the information that can come to us when we stop just living from our ego. Now, we never destroy the ego, right? It never totally goes away. It never gets completely wiped away. We always have it. We always need to work with it because guess what? We have a body, and our bodies are, there is this this limited self that we're working with in this reality. But we just want that limited self, or we can have that limited self connected to and working with the infinite self. So that the things that we do, the actions that we take, the life that we live feels like it's in a greater flow with everything. There's less confusion there. There's more flow. There's more ease there. There's more awe there. There's more pleasure there. There's more acceptance there. When we can kind of get into the currents that already exist. And that requires, that we don't have as many preferences of our own individual ego. That our own individual ego surrenders. So at the very end of this practice, of this set, we'll chant that mantra. And again, there's many names for God. And in the different mantras that we chant in Kundalini Yoga, there's like pretty much every word is a word for God. Pretty much every sound current that we use is some manifestation of the creative force of the universe, the organizing force of the universe, the destroying force of the universe. So Haraguru is that the more manifested version of reality, and Guru is anything shining light. It's that awakening of consciousness. It's anything that helps us to realize and take us out of our limited beliefs, our limited sense of self. It takes us back into the finite. It's literally light into dark. It's shining, it's awakening our consciousness. So Guru is anything awakening that. Hari is like the more physical manifested. So Hari Guru, bowing to that. Siddhi Guru, great, great wisdom, great light shining into dark. And then Waheguru, I'm in awe of that, recognizing the awe of that. And so when we get to that point, see if you can really see if there's a place of reverence for you, for the fact that, hey, you know what? You manifested. Literally everything in our life is by grace. The fact that we can breathe is by grace. The fact that we have a body is by grace. The fact that we exist at all is by grace. It's pure magic. When you really get down to the base of life, it is completely magical that there are trees, that there's air to breathe, that there's water. You didn't work for any of it. The best things in your life you didn't work for. They just are here. And if we can find that place of gratitude and awe within ourselves, life's a little bit sweeter. It's a lot sweeter than when you think you're the one doing everything and you're making everything happen. If you can start to surrender your ego to be like, wow, I didn't do a lot of this. I didn't do a lot of this. A lot of this, somebody else did. Somebody else helped create all of this for me. Somebody set this whole world up for me. If you can really start to tap into that, then holy smokes, life is really beautiful. It's really beautiful. So let's go ahead and tune in. We'll tune in, starting to open ourselves up to the fact that we are at service of this greater force. Om Namo, I bow to that creative force of the universe, that flow of the universe, that literally the vibration, the first vibration that started to create reality, that big bang sound. I am bowing to that, reverberating through the universe. Om Namo, Guru Dev, bowing to that subtle wisdom of the universe as well. So bringing the palms together, rubbing the palms, closing the eyes. And just deciding that right now that this practice is, yes, physical, this practice is mental, this practice is emotional, it's also spiritual. Just deciding that you're going to show up for these 75 minutes with your whole self, not just your ego, not just your physical body, putting your physical body in the postures, but trying to show up as much as you can, and recognizing that the way you can show up as much as you can is by first opening yourself up to that flow of creative force through you. So sitting up nice and tall, bringing the palms together, pressing them together, elbows out to the side, and take a deep breath in through the nose. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Adgaren Nama, Jugadgaren Nama, Sadgaren Nama, Siddhi Gurudeve Nama. Adgaren Nama, Jugadgaren Nama, Sadgaren Nama, Siddhi Gurudeve Nama. Adgaren Nama, Jugadgaren Nama, Sadgaren Nama, Siddhi Gurudeve Nama. Inhale fully and deeply. Feel the breath lifting your head up, relaxing your shoulder blades down the back, getting the spine taller, more expansive, vertebrae lifting up, sits bones relaxing down, shoulders and sits bones relaxing down. Through the nose, exhale. Let's do 2 more breaths like that. Take a deep breath in. And whatever your prayer is, whatever your intention is, feel it in front of your heart. Say it to yourself now in your mind's eye. Exhale. Inhale. Whatever worry you're ready to surrender to the creative force of the universe, surrender it now. And exhale and relax the hands down. So before we step into the set, I want to just start to warm the body up a little bit. So come standing up. And we're just going to shake off whatever's not serving us. So warm the body up a little bit. So standing up, start to shake the legs out a little bit. Opening up the hips. And take your hands and start to shake the hands. Shaking the wrists. And start to get that into the shoulders. Just start to shake off whatever's not supporting you. Kind of get out of that ego. Get into the flow of what needs to move. Start to shake the hand, shake the shoulders, shake the head a little bit. Hips moving. Get one foot up and shake that foot out. Get the other foot up and shake that out. And don't really think about it. Just like see if you can kind of bypass your brain and get into the body to start to get out of the ego, out of the limitations. Whatever's going to feel good to you, just to start to warm everything up, get everything stretched. You want to bend forward and bounce there. You can bend forward and just bounce your body there. If you want to kick, you can kick. Just start to move your body in a way to loosen it up. You're gonna wanna be loose before this set. So get those shoulders moving, roll them around, get those hips moving around. Use your intuition, use your sense of self, what's needed for you to arrive in yourself and your presence this moment. Thirty more seconds. Start to shake a little bit more wild. Start to shake a little bit wild. And inhale, come standing up. Drop the arms down. Let your arms and your shoulders just relax down. Find solid ground in your feet. Bend your knees. Just squat just a little bit. You're not coming in a deep squat, but just bend the knees and then straighten the knees a little bit more. Bend the knees, straighten the knees. Press into your feet as you bend down and lift yourself back up. And then come and sit in easy pose to start our set. So find a comfortable seat. If you have a cushion, it's really good to sit up on a cushion. We're going to be sitting in easy pose for the first several exercises. I'll give you some time to stretch your legs out, but it's always nice to have a cushion to sit on, a blanket to sit on, something so that your hips can be a little bit higher than your knees. So we're going to start by using the thumbs, really going into this place of surrender and going into the unknown and trust of the unknown. By bringing the thumbs over the ears, your fingers are going to go on top of the head. Your thumbs will really block the sound from your ears. Your elbows will be out to the side, and you're going to do a 4-part movement. So you're going to turn to the left, come back to center, turn to the right, come back to center, turn to the left, come back to center, turn to the right, come back to center. The breath is not cued, but I like an inhale, exhale, inhale, center, exhale. So really block your ears, close your eyes, trust that you'll hear me when I tell you to come out of it, and just start to go. Inhale to center. And exhale, relax the hands down. Just let the hands relax down onto the knees. Close your eyes and relax here. All right, this next exercise, you're really gonna try to tire yourself out on it, okay? So you're gonna go fast with it. We're gonna take the thumb, bring it to the pinky mound, the rest of the fingers stay together. Try to keep that pressure between the thumb and the pinky mound, the mound right below the pinky finger. Bring the arms out by the side, so the arms are kind of facing up at an angle. Bring one arm up at like a 60-degree angle and then switch. You're gonna switch, bringing one arm up and then the other. Let your breath work with this. So it almost becomes like a breath of fire. We are working with the lymph glands underneath the arms, and they do not cleanse themselves. They need you to move your body to move the lymph. Go, 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 go. Just become a machine. Just become a machine. Make it happen. Just let the arms do their thing. Find those perfect angles, lifting that arm straight up, bringing it back down. Last 15 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Relax the hands down on the knees. Relax. Just let the breath come back to normal. All right, hands are on the knees. We're gonna breathe in and out through this next exercise. It's really gonna open up the lungs. So you're gonna take a deep breath in through the mouth as you lift your arms up over your head and even back, bringing the arms back. Exhale through the mouth, hands come back down. So round the lips, nice big breaths in. You need to rest, but know that this is gonna start to open up the lungs. The lungs don't get cleansed in this way on a regular basis. It's gonna start to sound like a lion's roar on the inhale. Yes, so good.
Asanam Niranjan Hoy, Jikoman Janeman Koy. Mane Sudet Hove Man Gud, Mane Sagal Bhavan Ki Sud, Mane Mohe Chota Na Kai, Mane Jam Ke Sat Na Jai. Asanam Niranjan Hoy, Jikoman Janeman Koy. Mane Sudet Hove Man Gud, Mane Sagal Bhavan Ki Sud, Mane Mohe Chota Na
Last 15 seconds.
Jam Ke Sat Na Jai. Asanam Niranjan
Give more than you think you got.
Janeman Koy.
3, 2, 1. Relax the hands down on the knees. Completely relax, relax. Okay, we're going to take the hands. Again, bring the thumb to the pinky mound. This time, wrap the fingers around it. So we're really pressing against that mound below the pinky with the hand, the tight fist. Arms are going to come out to the side. We're going to go down and back up to center, down, back up to center, up, back down to center, up, back down to center. So it's about a foot down. You do that twice, and then you go up twice, okay? And then start to pick up the pace of this a little bit. The breath is not cued. Eventually, your breath will just find a pattern with this movement. 2 down, 2 up. Our last arm exercise like this, really working the shoulders. You're more than halfway through. Last 20 seconds. Three, two, relax. Relax the arms down, relax. Extend the legs and shake the legs out. Bounce the knees up and down. We're going to come into a squat, a frog squat. So lifting yourself up, coming down into this squat with the knees out to the side, coming up onto your heels, coming up onto the toes. Heels are right underneath your butt. Your fingers are on the ground. Put some pressure in the fingers and then inhale, extend your legs straight up. Try to stay on the toes. Drop the head down. Exhale, drop the hips back down to the heels. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And just keep going. Nice, strong breaths, keeping you in your frogs. If your knees are hurting you at all in this, I want you to take a break. Otherwise, go strong. Perfect adjustments. Come on, let's do it. 20 more seconds. Do one more. And then come on, rest on your back. Little mini rest here on your back. Come lay down on the back. Lay down on the back and relax completely. And take your hands and you're going to interlace your fingers behind your neck. So still laying on your back, just interlace the fingers, let the elbows fall to the side. Bring the hands underneath the neck. Now, if in this next exercise, you need to use your hands to kind of prop up your hips or support your lower back, then you can always move them down there, but you can start here. Go ahead and lift the legs up and start to circle the legs like you're riding a bicycle. It's like you're riding a bicycle on your back, making big full circles with the feet. You can do this. Stay with it. Find how your breath works with it. Again, if you need to move your hands underneath your lower back to support you, that can support you in keeping those legs up. Last 15. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Let the legs come down. Relax again on the back. Just relax for a moment. Bring your arms by your side. All right. We're going to come into shoulder stand next. If shoulder stand is something that you feel really, really confident in, you could make your way into shoulder stand. The first step we'll all do together. So you can just bring your legs up to 90 degrees. You're not going to come into shoulder stand and you want to put something underneath your hips. You can always put something underneath your hips. You know shoulder stand, you feel really confident in your ability to do shoulder stand on your own. You're going to pop your hips up and work your hands underneath your lower back, lower and lower, closer to your shoulders. Legs will point straight up into the sky. And wherever you are, go back to bicycling your legs. Bicycle the legs again. Making big full circles with the legs. Here we go, last 15 seconds. You're in shoulder stand, you're gonna stay in shoulder stand. Just extend your legs, everyone extend your legs straight up towards the sky. From here in shoulder stand, you're gonna bring one foot into plow pose, so bringing it up and down as close to the ground as possible. Then lift it up and then switch it. Same thing if you're on the floor still, just start to lift one leg up as high as it'll go and then bring it back down to the ground. So alternating the legs, one leg comes up, one leg comes down. And then bring both legs down or up. Have both legs and then start to slowly, if you're in plow right now, start to slowly bring one vertebrae down and then another starting at the top of the spine and working your way down until you come all the way down onto your back. Coming all the way down and laying down on the back. All right, bringing the knees in the chest, rocking yourself up, coming back into easy pose. Got one more part to this set before we come into our final relaxation. This is that part I mentioned at the very beginning of class. We'll be chanting this mantra, Hada Guru, Siddhi Guru, Wahe Guru. Hada Guru, Siddhi Guru, Wahe Guru. So the mudra, the hand placement is both palms are facing forward, facing away from your chest. The left hand is front of the right, and the right is right behind the left. So it touches right behind the left hand. And you have the elbows kind of out to your shoulders. And this is about heart center. We're just going to sit up nice and tall here. Hold this mudra, lift the chest, close the eyes, and start to chant with me. Hara Guru, Siddhi Guru, Vahe Guru, 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 Hara Guru, Siddhi Guru, Vahe Guru. Now we're going to start to lean forward. So on Hara Guru, you're 1/3 way down. Siddhi Guru, you're 2/3 the way down. And Vahe Guru, maybe your forehead and your hands are touching the ground, coming down as far as you can, and then we'll quickly come back up. So start to move with the mantra. Hara Guru, Siddhi Guru, Vahe Guru. Come back up. Hara Guru, Siddhi Guru, Vahe Guru. All the way on the ground. Up. Hara Guru, Siddhi Guru, Vahe Guru. Up. Inhale. Hara Guru, Siddhi Guru, Vahe Guru. 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 Stay down this time. Stay down. Keep your head down. And start a breath of fire. Pumping the breath in and out, using the navel to push the exhale out, relaxing the navel to let the breath come back in. Doing breath of fire unless you're on your cycle or pregnant. Pumping, pumping, pumping. Inhale. Hold the breath in. Stay in the position. Exhale. And just whatever your prayer is, say it now. A little prayer from your heart. Again, whatever you're ready to relinquish, whatever you're ready to let go of, whatever your ego is ready to surrender, to ask for help, to ask for support. Ask that support now. When you feel like you're done with your prayer, you'll start to lift yourself up, coming back up into a seat, and then making your way all the way down onto your back, coming into a relaxed position, laying down on your back, letting everything go, letting the shoulders relax underneath the body, letting the arms relax alongside the body. And the feet fall open and totally relaxing here. Take a deep breath in. And a deep, full breath out. And start to move the fingers. And start to move the toes. Circling the hands on the wrists and circling the feet on the ankles. Going the other way. And lifting those knees up, bringing the knees into the chest and squeezing the knees in towards the chest. And then cat stretching to both sides. Bringing the right knee in, left leg long, twisting over to one side. And coming back to center. Bring the left knee in, right leg long, guide the left knee up and over towards the right side, look over towards the left. And come back to center, bring both knees in. Bring the bottoms of the feet together, rub the bottoms of the feet, rub the palms. And take your arms, wrap them around the knees, rock up and down. And we're gonna come all the way up into easy pose for our meditation. This is a breathing exercise that we're gonna do that really helps to balance the nervous system and helps to put a check on our parasympathetic nervous system. This is actually a set of breath exercises that is really good for helping to release any addictive habits. So if you're trying to quit some sort of substance, some sort of, if you're trying to get done with caffeine or sugar or something stronger than that, whatever it may be for you, this is a good little thing to have in your back pocket to support you with that. So we're going to come into Gyan Mudra on both hands. Index finger, tip of index finger and thumb pressed together. The rest of the fingers are straight. And we're just going to have that up by the side, palms facing forward. That's going to be our position. Sit up nice and tall, lift the chest, and really press the shoulder blades together against your back. So you're pulling the shoulder blades back and trying to press them together. Eyes are closed. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Inhale deeply. And hold the breath in. You're going to try to hold the breath this whole time. It's an extended hold. If you're struggling, you can just sip a little bit more breath in, but see if you can keep the breath in and not exhale completely until we're done. So holding the breath in, pulling the shoulder blades on the back. We're holding for a full minute. You got 10 seconds left. Exhale. Take a few breaths in between that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And on this next inhale, we're going to do it again. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath in. Keep the breath in. Five, four, three, two, exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Deep breath in, hold the breath for 1 minute. Try to hold it for the last 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale, relax the hands down on the knees. Just relax the breath. Let the breath come back to normal. Breathing normal breaths. Hands relaxed, eyes closed. We're going to resume that position, bringing the fingers back into Gyan Mudra. Fingers up to the sky, arms by the shoulders. Squeeze the shoulder blades onto the back. Let's take a deep breath in. Now press your tongue onto the roof of your mouth. With as much strength as you have, take the tongue and press it onto the top of the mouth and lift your pelvic floor. So the pelvic floor is a space between the sex organs and the anus. You're trying to lift that up. You can squeeze the sex organs and the anus to kind of get recognition of where that is. Lift it up and press the tongue on the roof of the mouth as you continue to hold the breath for 10 more seconds. Exhale. Start breath of fire. Inhale. Take the tongue, press it on the roof of the mouth. Lift the pelvic floor. Lifting the pelvic floor, pressing the tongue. The tongue is connected to the vagus nerve. Helping us to relax and be social. Press a little bit harder for 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Breath of fire again. Deep breath in. We're going to hold it again for a minute. Hold the breath in, take the tongue, press it onto the roof of the mouth. Press it up, 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 up. Close your eyes, sit with the pressure in the tongue. Keep the breath in. Final part. Keep the breath in for 10. 3, 2, exhale. Relax the breath, relax the hands down. Just let the hands relax on the knees. Keep the eyes closed and sit with the experience of that. Take a deep breath in and a complete full breath out. 2 more deep breaths in and exhales. And inhale. On your exhale, bring your hands up to prayer pose, elbows out to the side. And we'll close our time together with 3 long satnams and then a deep bow, remembering that deep connection with Source, that all of this life is a gift, and that all the things that come to us come to us with grace. Take a deep breath in to chant a long Satnam. Inhale. Sat Sat Nam. Then lifting the thumbs up to the third eye center and bowing your head down. Sanam. Alrighty. Next week is the actual summer solstice on Sunday. So we'll definitely work for that with that. If you want to do a little bit extra for the summer solstice, I'm doing a workshop on that Saturday before. And then I also will do a sadhana that morning. It'll be the Aquarian sadhana. And I think it starts at 6:30 our time. So you could just do that and then you'd pretty much roll right into this class. That's what I'm going to do. Anyway, great to see you.